another thought came to mind. I love Bruce Lee, and you know the quote when he goes, "Be like water." If you put it in a teacup, it becomes the teacup. If you put it in a kettle, it becomes the kettle. Right? Like
Yes.
water can crash. And that again another beautiful analogy. Right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
but when he framed that analogy, he put it in a language where it was diverse enough that people can grasp. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, everybody can grasp water, right?
Yes. Yes.
Be flexible, be fluid, right? And Bruce Lee was anti-rigidity, which is why he created,
Mm.
Jeet Kune Do, the martial arts that he studied. He created it because he was saying all these styles are so rigid. You need to be flexible enough to be able to flow in and out of this style, that style, using whatever works for the current time and situation that you're in. And so when he used that analogy, I think that was beautiful, right? Because
Yes.
it's diverse enough that no matter where you're from, you understand water and you understand, like, oh yeah, water, cup,
Mm-hmm.
pot, yep, ocean, crash,
Yes.
settle, calm. So yeah, and valuable lesson to be open, right? To be
Mm-hmm.
flexible, be adaptable. Same three things that I
Yes.
literally just
Yes.
said.
Yes.
And and that comes from just the study and the self mastery towards growth, cultivation, because then when you apply those things to yourself and yourself becomes the focal point,
Mm-hmm.
again, you would realize that you don't have to become a parrot and quote. You don't have to like force the things that you're trying to say or you're trying to convey. They
Yes.
come naturally.
Um.
They come naturally, right? Like
Yes.
they come as they come, and energies have a way of expressing themselves and changing their form of expression when your intent
Mm-hmm.
towards depending on your intent towards someone,
Yes.
right? Like that.
Yes.
And because I think we've even discussed this, that it's the intent behind your energy that's received,
Yes.
right? Sometimes it's not even just a message. It's how the message is delivered. Like what's the emotional expression that's attached to it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And as someone opens and projects that energy, they gotta remember, like, we're also conduits and we're recipients, right? Like, so
Yes.
we
Yes.
send and we receive. There's two channels that's going,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm sending, you're receiving, and if
Yes.
I stop, you send, I receive. So there's two energetic channels that's dialoguing right now.
Yep.
So if the reception is on, you say something and I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I'm feeling something different.
Different. Hmm.
Feeling something different. I'm gonna
Yes.
pause right there and let you jump in.
Yes.
Let you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man. We had that conversation all the whole time. Literally today I had that conversation with someone, right? I mean, to just go back to everything about being open, right? Especially the expression of energy, right? Once you speak the language, you understand the language, right? And once you feel that energy, of you've been through that emotion, right? Because yeah, emotion is energy in motion, right? You understand like the pattern, you understand the language, you understand the sign and everything, right?
Mm.
And for someone that have been going through life with such just rigid mentality and everything, once you start to experience those emotions, right? It's like, how do I express it?
Mm-hmm.
How do I express it? Let me look for outlets to express it, right? That's why it's like it's not something you can fake. You can try to speak that language,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, wake up 5 a.m. Like all those languages, man, that you try to fit in. But I'm telling you, once that emotion takes control, right? Expressing it, it just comes in different. Sometimes you even just start crying, like for
Yeah.
no reason, right?
Yep.
Sometimes you just walk around smiling, yeah. Sometimes you just walk around telling strangers, "I love you,"
Mm.
right? That is the expression of that energy there. But the most important stuff is once that energy is being expressed, like you said, there's a receiving channel, man.
Yes.
The
Yes.
receiving channel, right? And if you are studious and you are open, right, you know when, like, okay, the channel is open, I can receive this.
Yes.
But like you say, I can say something and then I'm like, man, I'm not feeling what you're saying, man.
Yes.
You know, I'm not feeling that energy. And we've
Yeah.
experienced that multiple times, man, where like people just try to, you know, assume that, you know, they know the language, or assume like, oh, okay, I understand what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
Yes.
You may understand what I'm saying, but you don't feel what I'm saying.
Right.
It's two different stuff, man.
Yes. Yes.
It's your DFB uncle. You know the drill. Go ahead and click the subscribe button right now.